that is so, that's so cool. Don't touch the. Okay, okay, okay. Uh, Alright, alright. Small note. I will be taking please send questions in the chat, and I will read the question and the answer in voice. All right. So I'm starting now, and I am also going to put it on my Twitch. So hold on. Let me model good. There we go. Okay. No, that's not right. That's not right. Oh my god. Okay. There we go. Hello, everybody. Hello. We are we are starting some. We're doing something a little special today. We are doing a little presentation for my Lolita fashion community. We're presenting. So let me present Brown and Bloom, a critical look at the thematic and aesthetic aspects of 2000s gaming. Because there's actually a lot to this. Like there's so much to this. I even start the slideshow. Even start the slideshow. Oh my god. Okay. So so we have the slideshow, and so basically, what is a video game? I mean, it is a game that you play on an electronic medium. A gamer is somebody who plays video games. But you've always had this struggle, this kind of discourse about who's a real gamer, like what's a real game, and that struggle is very very gendered. Like there's a lot of gender going on. We love gender. So this kind of starts in the 80s, like in the wake of the video game crash. Like so in the 80s, like gaming was seen as more of this like family activity. It was sort of like board games would you play with your friends, like with your friends and family. And then as it
Sorry to interrupt. Your presentation isn't moving past the first slide.
oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm just gonna do it manually. I'm sorry. Okay, we're gonna start this over. Okay, so we're just gonna do this manually. Okay, scuff.
Don't worry, I'll restart your timer.
Okay, scuff. All right, so basically we talk about what is a game and what is a gamer, and there's discourse about who and what defines that, and that has a lot of gender to it. So in the 80s, so we start with the 80s. we have this whole video games are for boys kind of vibe. Like this is kind of where it starts, where video goes from a more family entertainment type thing more into like basically toys. Like, and in those days, toys were very gendered. You had girl toys, you had boy toys, and in that era, video games were a boy toy, and that's kind of where, and like this is how it's marketed. This is kind of where it starts. So you see in the '90s console war, in the '90s console war, you kind of have this, especially nerdy. Like you have Nintendo, which kind of does keep to that more family friendly, that more like I won't use the word inclusive, but I will say I won't use the word inclusive, but I will say like it was more open. Whereas you had Sega, you were trying to appeal to cool young men and teenagers. So you have Sonic, he's like trying to be like more cool and edgy, like the sort of like a skateboarder vibe. You have Mortal Kombat, like that was kind of the killer app. That was kind of the killer app of Sega. Like those are the killer apps. You have you have localization changes like which kind of like put you see this especially with games in Japan which will make it seem less like a Japanese game. And keep in mind this was just after like there was a huge like surge of anti-Japanese racism the same way we have like anti-Chinese racism today. So if it looked visibly Japanese, it was kind of torn down to. But but at the same time, you had like more diversity. Like this was the golden age of JRPGs. You had because you didn't have like the you didn't have the what's it called, the technical ability to like have these like really like realistic games. But you start seeing a change with PlayStation, whereas you you start seeing it that more higher emphasis on realism and kind of going in the Sega vibe of more violence, more realism. So we really see these trends like come into focus in the 2000s, whereas you now see like people like the characters in the game look real. They look like real people. They're anatomically looking real. But what happened with that is you start seeing like a lot of artistic stagnation, and you see this kind of dovetail. You see this dovetail heavily with
like those balls on the weekend. I don't know how it's the game night. So we play
you see this like dovetail with like basically as the war on terror like started kicking into high gear, uh, you start seeing this whole you start seeing this move to a gritty aesthetic. You start seeing like this heavy emphasis on realism, on like less colorful, more quote unquote mature. And this is where you see a lot of these gamers start like growing up and being pulled into this culture. And if you're if your game didn't like do hegemonic masculinity, then it was really downplayed. It was really like torn down. And speaking of the war on terror, yes, the U.S. Army had its own motherfucking video game. Like the U.S. Army had its own video game. Yes, yes. This is a thing that happened. The U.S. Army made a whole ass video game. And they used it as recruiting. It was wild. Yep, they're still doing it, just not doing this, and they still do it. Like we're talking in our chat about like how we're still doing it with competitive VGC. I actually did not notice. So this is kind of and this is like something that's like really like run in my gears for like 10, 15 years. So I kind of wanted to touch on it. Um, this is like y'all can see like how fired up I got about this. Final Fantasy X-2 was a masterpiece. It was an amazing game, but and the complaints that were directed on it were were oh, they ruined her character, they changed her aesthetic, and really it was just about they made her less of a waifu. She wasn't a waifu. She wasn't a damsel in distress. She had more agency. She had more she had more what was it called? More agency. She was more of an action girl. And the focus was yeah, there was a lot was about Titus, like in his memory, but it was also like very centered about this relationship between three women. And it's colorful, it was fun. She was kind of doing the idol thing, and people like the male gamers hated it. They hated it. They said her character was ruined. They said it wasn't serious, and it was just pure misogyny because wasn't filling like her approved role as a waifu, as a damsel in distress. Okay. So this is where the brown and blue era really kicks into gear. Look at all the creativity. Look at all the creativity. They said capitalism would bring more innovation. And this is like where it really kicks into gear because you also see the online gaming. You have like the really obsessive push for like graphical fidelity. That's really where the term Brada Bloom comes from. This obsession with hyper realism. And like you also see um you also see like a lot of these other genres get denigrated. Like the discourse about this Wii, like if you remember, it was actually insane because like the Wii was crushing the other consoles at their peak, absolutely crushing them in sales, and it didn't matter because they weren't core gamers. They were not core gamers. Like they were not real games. Like you had RPGs, they were also denigrated, even though you had like really interesting and really pretty ones. Like this, there was like the fact that they weren't like traditional shooters with Wii. They weren't like mature games. Just meant like the gaming president, the gaming discourse just tore them down. And like I'm not glazing Nintendo. Nintendo has issues, but it it would but they have a business strategy, they stick to it. Fun, family oriented. And the core gamers hate not being the center of attention 100% of the time. So, this is a really meaty part because you see these trends come to a head with like organized misogyny. And really like all of this culminates in it started off with oh, video games are a man thing. Video games is something that men do. Video games have no obligation to cater to non-men. So when you have more feminist criticism, more feminist analysis of video games and video game culture, then you get Gamergate. Yes, and and basically like a lot of the concept was the idea that like a game that was about feelings, about depression, about like mental health wasn't a real game. It couldn't be a real game because it did not adhere to the standards, to the male dominated standards of the brown and blue era. You, and the fact that it got good reviews, it couldn't have been that, that somebody enjoyed the game. It had to be like, and of course, this is massive projection. It has to be like, oh, the male reviewer is sleeping with the woman and that's why it got reviewed because there's no way that a guy could possibly like a game about depression. And basically, I don't know if you weren't there, like it's really hard to like describe the intensity of it. And really, the moment we are in today is deeply due to that campaign. People kind of downplay like the importance of Gamergate because but like basically the architect of modern fascism, the architect of Trumpism said, "Hey, I use Gamergate to radicalize young men." And those young men became basically the vanguard of global reaction. Like he said, he's explicitly cites Gamergate. So that moment, that time, that so it's like that domino thing. Like you you hit a domino called video games are marketed to boys, and the last domino is American fascism. So finally, this does end on a more optimistic note because as you are seeing in the modern age, you are seeing a move away from this. You are seeing like much more diversity. We're kind of getting back to where we were in the '90s, where you did have like the kind of dominance, like male-oriented games, but you also had a lot more. Yes, yep, indie games, and like indie games are have been a huge source of diversity, and you're seeing more explicit marketing and catering to more marginalized groups. While you still see like the Call of Duties and such dominate the market, you still have a lot of misogyny in the gaming sphere. You also have avenues outside. Yes, Balatro. I'm a huge fan of Balatro. But sadly, the damage has been done. Like, we have a fascist moment right now, and a huge part of that is because of these cultural and social trends. And I think as if and when we move out of this moment, I need to finish that. I need to and somebody mentioned play indie games and read theory at the same time. It's called Disco Elysium. I need to finish that game. I need to finish that game. But yes, as you, if and when we move out of this month, we definitely need to like examine like gaming history through that context of hegemonic masculinity. Okay, and that is the end. Thank you especially to Frills Grid for and Aurelia, my wife, for who both gave very vital feedback and support. And thank you to my amazing Lolita Com. Y'all are the best. Thank you, and thank you to them to for putting this on. So is there time for questions? Like is there time for questions? Also, please, if you don't want your voice on my stream, please send the questions in chat. Thank you so much. So I'm waiting for questions. I'm gonna be. All right. So does anybody have any questions? I'm talking to both our chats now. But again, if you don't want your voice to show up on my stream, you probably want to send it in the chat. So, okay, so I probably should have made this a bit more clear. So the 2000s was more of like a transition period, like where we're transitioning away from from creativity towards that homogenization. I think it peaks with the in like the late 2000s to early 2010s. 16 sided. I have a question from my stream, and I have a question from. But let me answer your question. My favorite indie game is, I can't pick. I have. There's so many indie games that I think are wonderful. One that comes to the top of my head is Elona. It's it's kind of like it has some of the more like blah interesting Japanese cultural tropes, but if you like numbers going up and you like convoluted systems on top of convoluted systems, that is your game. Eternal League of Nephia. I feel like Baby will know about this game. I need to play Jet Set Radio, by the way. Um, but yeah, it's hard to pick a favorite indie game. There's so many good ones. Also, now I have also. I so yeah, I probably should like. Is I feel like um it was more a marketing thing. Not so much of as the game itself, but more of how it was marketed, how it shaped the cultural contours of the console war back then. I feel like I kind of used it as kind of a catch-all word for like the whole overall trend. I think that was just kind of what summed up like the milieu of of the time. That was like I was looking for like a time that just summed up like the whole vibe of what happened of that of that history, and that was kind of what I landed on. But it is kind of specifically an FPS thing, but FPS was incredibly like cultural dominant. I really felt like there was a sense that FPS was gaming for like a 5 to 10 year period. Somebody asked me what would have happened if Gamergate had not happened. I think something like Gamergate was inevitable. I am ashamed to admit I was kind of in those spaces at the time. It was it was it was gonna happen. It was absolute. It was locked in. Like like there was no way that something like Gamergate was not going to. There was no way that something like Gamergate was not going to happen. It may not have been as big. It may not have been like driven global fascism, but something like it was very inevitable. right, we have like 1 minute for this segment. Any final questions? Final questions from anybody? Um. So is so yes, that's a good question. I think that'll have to be the final question. So yes, on the one hand, that is very true. And I will say that like because that kind of established like FPS as like the that kind of community as like the core FPS demographic. So like even though you've lost the aesthetic, you still have the culture that's carrying over. But also, I feel both of those games are a bit more inclusive. Like that is like the bar is in hell for that, but like there's a little more inclusivity in Overwatch. There's a little more inclusivity in Valorant. Again, the bar is in hell, but I would definitely say it's better. Oh yes, Blizzard is a presentation on its own is on its own damn self. Yeah, this is the one bad thing about picking about this kind of format. You pick a topic that you can rant for hours on, but you have to keep it to 15 minutes. I love it though. This was so fun. Okay, I gotta call it because thank you all, thank you all, thank you all. This was so fun. This was so fun. Much love. Oh, much love to all of you. Thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
All right.
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna be like kind of like deafened because I have to like hop on my regular programming, but thank you all. I will try to like hop in and like at least watch the slides. At least watch people's like PowerPoint and slides and stuff. All right.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and end. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let me
The
do that.
clapping sounds are in the soundboard.
All
You will see
right.
like a little.
Good luck, everybody. Good luck.
So once again, I just want to remind everyone to please stay muted during.
All right, we are. Yes, the applause was a nice little touch. Okay, yeah, this was a really fun little presentation. It was really fun preparing it. Okay, and this is a topic I'm very passionate about. All right, so we're gonna do a quick be right back, and then we will get to our regularly scheduled programming. So we are back. We are back. Okay, that was actually more exhausting than I thought. Wait. Okay, there we go. Alright, let us get this. Let's get our chat up real quick. So where are we gonna start today? We're actually kind of bottlenecking in our mission chart. So let's give this one a try, and let's see how fast this goes. I might have to take another break just because like that actually took a lot out of me. Like that was like that's because I was like I was like rapid fire talking. I laugh because I am also a diabetic. Trying to get in that girl talk. um, it looks like Saruka is lacking in Riz. He is. I mean, he kind of just looks like somebody who doesn't have Riz. Like, that is definitely. He is definitely giving, like, a lack of Riz. Meanwhile, I am like, they're talking about like the finer points of lace in like the presentations. Like, I wanna listen, but I don't want, but I don't want to dox my calm. So I would not have like the first. I would not like. I'm not autistic to tell the difference between different like Lolita lace. Oh wait, does it look cute? So I wonder what's gonna happen here. Also, I am so full. I just ate everything. so we're actually getting another ship. We actually have a lot of ships in this version. Oh yes, Angie. Our NB icon. The best part is that Angie clearly does not care how you gender them. They just want to kick your ass. They identify as a problem for you. Exactly. Yeah, Zora kind of got bodied there. Oh my god. Zero got bullied. The bummer tree. Okay, I guess we have to play it so it's our actual like reinforcements arrive. But even more. Alright, what units are we gonna go with? The problem with this one is that you kinda have to build like your entire... I wish I had our ears. Just saying, I wish I had our ears. Let's just use all of them because like this is kind of the mission for it. Let's see. I guess we'll use... Yep, sounds about right. Let's use focus here. She's pretty. They're pretty tanky though.
戦うんだそことどめです
Yeah, basically, it's so hard to pick.
シミュレーターのようにはいか
Oh, I thought it was the AoE actually. Just focus so we make it so we can hit that one.
すごいなんて魔力だ
私のすべてを見せます。
オド収束魔力冷静確認
青蘭のドグマ。貫いてテンペスタ。
I kind of want to play her game just because it's like more like fantasy. Definitely reminds me of Knights and Magic. Oh, I messed up. I've not been using this unit. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I'm also a huge fan of Jam Project, and this is like why. It's just so good. I hope I get another chance to see them. I hope I get another chance to see Jam Project. She's crashing out. Oh, they're crashing out. He's crashing out. Yeah, it's so unfortunate. Missed it by a few months. Alright, let's save here since we've made some progress. Let's use intuition here.
軍団長ってことはきっと強いんですよね。でも負けません。
This is the designated carry for this game.
少しは楽しませてくれるな。
We are doing lesbianism.
僕のラマタになれるかもな。血となって消えろ。
いや
Shit, missed. I'm pretty sure that one is Jam Project too. Actually, this might not be just, I don't know if this is Jam Project or just, Kageyama. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I'm not sure actually. Yeah, I think it's just, it sounds like it's just one singer actually. I need to look it up later. Okay, you're nicely punched up, which means we hit you with a side flash.
さっきしっかり頼むにゃ。
これが俺のできることすべてだ。攻撃開始。
Everything when Zero it just does it just like so dramatic and like heavy. Is she can actually get some shoot downs here. Let's do another intuition.
遠くから戦うために来るなんて。距離を取ります。
いい力になりそうだよ。お前僕のラマタになれるかもな。
Oops, I missed. Unfortunate. And I have the SP to spare another one.
いい力になりそうだよ。幻生体の中ではマシな連中のようだな。さあ最後だ。
当たりもんか。
コンビネーションといこうか。懐がガラ来たぜ。ほらよ。
よくもこの僕に恥をかかせてくれたな。
This was a bit harder because like she doesn't have like intuition. But we're wearing him down. Alright, let's switch to the other music. Nice. A little dynamic finish too. I really need to get her levels. Because her spirits are kind of bad. Are bad right now.
よーし
I'm gonna question the ass shot every time.
このぞーうわりゃーあれさっきの敵どこら
You will just see she is there is a pot shots at them.
こっちだって
Alright, we're gonna wait. Also, Exceed, Endless Frontier had a lot of it. Like, had so much of it. We're not to defend here. Alright, let's actually heal so we can actually take a hit from here. Oh wow, that's like a huge hit.
正面そこはダメだ。どこから刻んでほしい？そこにいるか。
Alright, let's see if we can make a little more headway on climb. I'm just like abusing the mobility down to make it easier to hit.
ここはいい男に任せておけ。懐がガラ来たぜ。ほらよ。
Oh nice, we hit with 39%.
「
I as long as I'm not gonna actually shoot down side thruster, I think it's fine.
戦い抜く。それが俺の抵抗だ。全て仕留める。
Oh wow, that actually did a lot. Oh my god, I missed. I'm actually gonna throw a repair.
ここに私たち
Actually, not bad damage there. A little too weak. Okay, good. I just wanted to get another assist, three assist leads so I can use press again. So another free turn. I think I'm out of ammo on this though, unfortunately. I legit feel like there's so many instances of like barely getting the KO. I think that's just the design of the game right now with this. Ah, shit, I missed. Yeah, almost certainly. Yeah, that's definitely a KO on expert. At least you don't lose the shit, the XP up. Yeah, they go hard. With this bitch.
アンジュ、敵の攻撃は
I think this is the one who has to fight Gable.
さっさとペンタゴナに帰ってもらうから人魚天雷剣はいはいはいカモンライオン一撃必殺
Oh my god, how did I miss again? I think I have to heal her too, so I'm out of assist links. Yeah, almost. Yeah, it almost feels like that actually.
こちらを舐めるなよ。食らえ。100発食らっても大丈夫だぜ。
反撃しますよねガーマさん。
おうやがるな夢。
変形していい
Look at this sequence. This is such a cool sequence. I just love this sequence, actually. Let the roar. I think you have bigger problems than a promotion right now, bro. The robot turning into the dinosaur is just classic, like, Super Sentai shit. Okay, at least that one's not vital. These guys are hard. These guys are a bit hard.
リーダー同士の戦い負けられない。ここでやるんだ。もらった。うわー
Nice.
嘘だ。こんな結果は。
Two levels in one go. She's not a villain, she's an anti-hero. There's a difference. There is a difference between a villain and an anti-hero. trying to think of who to take this down with. Okay, let's do intuition. So we can strike back.
力押し以外の戦い方が私にもできると教えてやる。切り刻んでくれる。もらった。こんな攻撃には
Oh god, the map attack!
皆殺しだ。
Oh no! At least we didn't lose anybody. Alright. Fuck you. We're going in. We're going in, motherfucker. Bye, bitch.
宇宙の彼方へ送り返してやるぜ。
いつものやつお願いします。
Like, you know the vibe, right? It's basically like the end of the show. It's like the end of the show. It's like the end of the 30 minutes, and that's how the monster of the week is gonna die. You are the hapless monster of the week. Exactly.
このギャブレットギャブレ。
You get bigger problems than this grace, bro. And let's start chipping away at this one.
目標位置速度予測進路 87.5%。
発射。
つまらん相手だよ。飛行はもたもたと無様を晒して的は動くなよ。
今のは危なかったんじゃない？
では安全係数を本番に落とします。
戦艦と機動兵器の連携でグランバングの必殺技を使うアンチプロトンスマッシャー。
Hopefully this is gonna hit. This is. Also, what is she kicking? Like a fucking soccer ball.
パシャンハイ最後の漁港に
That hurt a lot. That did some damage though. I think everybody's got that energy. That was kind of dangerous, but it's okay. But it's okay. Because we're getting some damage down. And why does that do 0 damage? What the fuck? I guess because it was at 0 accuracy. Makes sense. Let's grab it soon and we can actually finish this.
Target 補足 OK よ。ナイン胸部パーツ展開。汎用紙生成完了。
Yay! Raise our glasses, because we got a new ship. Honestly though, I might turn down the difficulty. Because every map is just taking so long. Yeah, I read that fast. But yeah, I might actually turn down the difficulty, honestly. Because this level of difficulty is fun, but it makes each map take so long. Like, this map was an hour. It'll def-
これからの戦いのために万全の準備を。
yeah, something like that. Something like that. But for now, let's do some upgrades. And then... Oh, I've not touched red. I've not touched this one.
これからの戦いのために万全の準備を。
Alright, so I think we're actually gonna end this right here. Because we're actually at an hour 30, so, and I actually want to watch the other presentations of my comm. So let's go ahead and wrap up for tonight. Thank you all for coming. I think some. I'm all spazzing a bit, but it's okay. So let us end soon. Alright, so this is a little different from what we usually do, but it was really fun. I love yapping about events and discourse and all of that. Like, I'm not like one of those apolitical streamers, y'all. That ain't me, y'all. So that is do I have anything scheduled for the rest of the week? I'm not even sure. No, I think I'm done for the week. So like we will be off until Monday at least, maybe Tuesday. And especially since I will be doing some tabletop, but you know where to find me. I'm always on Discord. I'm always you can always chat in our Discord, and there's always a rally to watch. So with that, let us go ahead and find somebody to raid for tonight. Also, I never change it off just chatting, but it's fine. I never change it off just chatting, so it's totally fine. I cannot stop thinking 3, like she's 3, because of the way her name is, but I need to hit her up more. Like, we have different time zones, but she's awesome. She's really cool. She's playing Elden Ring. She's in the Magma Mansion. I need to do more Elden Ring myself. I just have these long playthroughs, these long as hell playthroughs that are taking up so much time. I really need to just do a super long stream one of these days. Like just it's like a 6-7 hour stream. But that'll be another time.